In the picturesque town of Santa Cruz, California, a figure loomed large in the early 1970s, not just in stature, but in the shadow he cast over the community. Today, we look into the chilling story of Edmund Kemper, the co-ed killer, a man whose intelligence and brutality left an indelible mark on American criminal history. Before we uncover the dark tale of Edmund Kemper, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fugitive Files for more deep dives into history's most intriguing stories. Now let's explore the mind behind the monster. Born into a turbulent household, Edmund Kemper's early life was filled with signs of the darkness that would define his future. His tumultuous relationship with his mother, Clarnell, would shape his view of women and himself in ways that the world could never have anticipated. On August 27, 1964, at 15 years old, Edmund Kemper fatally shot his grandmother, Maud Matilda Kemper, during an argument at their kitchen table, initially shooting her in the head and then twice more in the back. When his grandfather, Edmund Emil Kemper Sr., returned home, Kemper shot him dead in the driveway. This early display of violence was a grim harbinger of what was to come, leading to his confinement in a psychiatric facility, where he manipulated his way to an early release. But what drove a teenager to such extremes? Back in society, Kemper's dark impulses found their most infamous outlet, posing as a friendly giant. Between May 1972 and April 1973, Kemper claimed the lives of 8 individuals. He targeted female students seeking rides, luring them into his vehicle under the guise of safety. During this 11-month murder spree, Kemper killed 5 college students, 1 high school student, his mother, and his mother's best friend. Kemper has stated in interviews that he often searched for victims after having arguments with his mother, and that she refused to introduce him to women attending the university where she worked. On May 7, 1972, while driving in Berkeley, Kemper encountered 2 18-year-old students from Fresno State University, Mary Ann Pesce and Anita Mary Lucchesa, who were hitchhiking. After an hour's drive, he diverted to a remote wooded area near Alameda, a location he was acquainted with from his time working at the highway department. In this secluded spot, he handcuffed Pesce and confined Lucchesa in the trunk. He then proceeded to fatally stab and strangle Pesce, later inflicting the same fate on Lucchesa. Once secluded, he employed various methods to end their lives, including shooting, stabbing, smothering, or strangulation. Following these acts, he transported their remains to his residence. There, he engaged in further disturbing acts, including decapitation and desecration of their bodies, before dismembering them. In September 1972, Kemper offered a ride to 15-year-old Aiko Ku, who was hitchhiking to a dance class. Kemper drove Ku to a remote location and threatened her with a gun. He accidentally locked himself out of the car, but Ku allowed him back inside, despite the gun being in the vehicle. Once inside, Kemper choked Ku until she was unconscious, then raped and killed her. On January 7, 1973, Edmund picked up an 18-year-old college student named Cynthia Ann Cindy Shaw. He drove her to a secluded area, shot and killed her, and hid her body in his mother's house overnight. The following morning, after his mother left for work, Kemper sexually assaulted Shaw's corpse, removed the bullet, and then dismembered and decapitated her body in his mother's bathtub. He kept her severed head for multiple days and repeatedly performed irrumatio, a form of oral sex, on it. Afterward, Kemper buried the head in his mother's garden, positioning it to face upward in the direction of his mother's bedroom window. February 5, 1973, after an argument with his mother in search of victims, he encountered 2 students, 23-year-old Rosalind Heather Thorpe and 20-year-old Alice Helen Allison Liu, on the UCSC campus. He shot Thorpe in the head while driving and then killed Liu, who was in the back seat. Kemper took the bodies to his mother's house, where he beheaded them and had sexual intercourse with the corpses. He then dismembered the bodies, removed the bullets, and discarded the remains. Some of the remains were found at Eden Canyon and near Route 1 in the following weeks. On April 20, 1973, Kemper bludgeoned his mother, Clarnell Elizabeth Kemper, with a claw hammer, slit her throat, and then proceeded to decapitate and mutilate her corpse. He hid her body in a closet and went to a nearby bar. Upon returning home, he invited his mother's friend, Sally Hallett, over for dinner. When she arrived, Kemper strangled her to death and hid her corpse in a closet as well. Kemper left a note for the police and fled the scene, driving to Pueblo, Colorado. After not hearing any news about the murders, he called the police twice to confess to the crimes. In the second call, he spoke to an officer he knew personally and waited for the police to arrive and arrest him. Upon his capture, Kemper also confessed to murdering 6 students. His dual life as a charming, intelligent man and a ruthless killer raises the question, can evil truly hide in plain sight? The culmination of Kemper's twisted journey was as shocking as it was inevitable. Edmund Kemper's story is a chilling reminder of the complexities of the human mind and the depths of darkness it can harbor. As we reflect on the tale of the co-ed killer, we're left to ponder the nature of evil and the masks it wears. What are your thoughts on Kemper's life and crimes? Do you think justice was served? Share your opinions in the comments, and if you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the darkest corners of human history. Until next time, stay curious.